Hey there everyone, this is LifeRake. I'm going to be taking a break this week to focus on finals and work, so I'm going to put this up as a break video. I'm going to showcase 2 matches of Purgatory Forest. The deck list is at the end. You can skip directly to about a minute before the end of this video if you just want to see the deck list. I've refined the Purgatory Forest list quite a bit, and now that I'm pretty happy with it. Now that Shift is out, I think Purgatory Forest, along with OTK Forest, is a very good contender for combo deck. And with the new, with more control and Earthright and stuff like that running around, this deck got a lot better. Its competition is something it wants to face. The only thing in this meta that this deck doesn't really like is Dragon. The ramp dragon that goes into Bahamut's and stuff. Because, yeah, it's just, you can't manage it. Rose Garner helps a bit with that, but she doesn't. Rose Garner's purpose is more against Earthright and Sword and all those other types of decks and other Forest Craft decks. Garner's good against them too. These opening turns is just me kind of just trying to set up stuff and not getting too far, but at least I'm accumulating shadows to some extent. This turn I have to kill Gaiman. It's not efficient for me to kill him this way, and I know it, but I didn't really have another choice. I could also have done Fairy Rose Garner and evolved the Gardener to return the Fairy to my hand, but I didn't think that was worth it either. So he's not making Rose Garner very good for me. I figure I'm just going to roach his Cinderella this turn. This deck is also, I guess, very hard to pilot. And by very hard to pilot, I mean, I find this deck ridiculously easy to pilot, but a player new to this game, or to Purgatory Forest in general, isn't going to know how this deck works. And because Purgatory Forest hasn't been meta for many expansions now, no one knows what I'm doing, except for me. So my opponents see me playing stuff, and they have no idea exactly what I'm thinking about or how I'm doing what I'm doing, what cards I could possibly have in my hand, because I'm not the Purgatory Forest with Brambles. I'm the Purgatory Forest with a fuck ton of healing. And, oh god. This is too beautiful. This is too beautiful. This is too beautiful. This is just too beautiful. You think there's no such thing as too much beauty in what this play is just. He played right into this. It's ridiculous how right into this he played. Of course, no one's playing around Rose Garner, but that's the type of situation where Rose Garner is like, just puts up 2 middle fingers to the opponent. Oh, he puts up Mars. Now, my opponent, he sends the Geno there, making a 5/4, then he evolves Perseus to kill Rose Garner off. I feel like, well, he knows I'm a Purgatory Forest now because I have Purgatory out, but that does not seem like an appropriate answer. Intruder alert. Cover that evolution point. And I figure it's better for me to send a Fairy to suicide than to leave Aaron on 3 health, so instead of putting Aaron on 3 health, I suicide a Fairy into it. Just makes sense to me. Okay, so this is where things get kind of pretty ugly. My hand is not going to get me enough shadows in time, so I needed exactly Fate for this draw. Thankfully I was very likely to draw Fate, 2 and 17, and then I can just do this. No, I think that was correct, yeah. Unfortunately, due to the circumstances, I'm dead to Albert, but it's just a risk I have to take. So I have to risk losing to Albert now. He plays Conscription, so I know he doesn't have Albert, and now he can only have Officers. Usually Control Sword is favored, and even with Leonidas, Control Sword is favored because +3/+3 in Rush does not stop the Purgatory Pain Train. Like, Purgatory is just really good at clearing boards, and when your deck is focused on getting the board and then punching me in the face, as opposed to just punching me in the face, I just win every time.
Time for me to prove myself. Bow before Dark Dragoon.
Now, Dragon decks are very weird. because our dragon opponents are very weird, because there's actually no way to tell what kind of ramp they're playing, what kind of cards they're playing, and like until you see something like if you see Polyphonic Roar or Pendant, you know they don't have Bahamut in their deck, and this deck excels against dragon decks who don't have Pendant in their deck, as you will see in this game. I mean, that don't have Bahamut in their deck, because Bahamut's a pain in the butt. I think I just played Blank Rose Gardener here. I guess I decide to try to get some draw and shadows going, I guess. Could have probably gotten away with playing a Blank Rose Gardener, but I figured maybe saving it for another time was better. Also, he wasted a breath on this, so if he had breathed my Rose Gardener, I would have been sad. But him breathing a Water Fairy, like, I don't understand why people will use a card to deal with half of a card. Water Fairy is only half of a card. Why waste so much resources on it? This leaves the Sibyl on 1 health, making it very easy to kill. I can just May it or Justice it, or like just Justice it. It's like, okay, I'll just take that. Draw some cards, draw some more cards. Have a beast in my hand. I feel pretty safe with beast in my hand, so I'm like, okay, we'll pass now. He plays Pendant, and I'm like, oh, okay, Bahamut's not in his deck, so now I can kind of go ham.
You're done for.
So I evolve. I evolve for 2 reasons, because Aaron will restore the evolution point next turn, and because it aggressively pushes damage. We're just gonna go wide and see if he has an answer. He's running Pendant, so it makes sense that he runs a bunch of AoE, aka this card, so that just blows up my board, and that's fine. I get back to a full hand. I top deck Fate, so I'm like, okay, fine, I'll play Fate. Fate's a good card. I do have to evolve Roach here to clear the dude, though, but hey. It's pretty nice. Oh, and leaving the Wrath Drake up is not an option. The Wrath Drake is threatening 5 damage, and then, like, a combination of storm damage would kill me. It's like, this is already 6 plus 3 plus 2. Like, that's already 11. If Wrath Drake was up, I would be at 4 health, and that would not have been bueno. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, look, I'm at 16 health, and I have 30 shadows. Good luck, have fun. And it's over. GG.
This victory is a testament to your strength.
I'll see you guys in a week. But here's the DL list. Yeah, there's a bunch of wins down here. This deck's pretty good. So yeah, 3 waters, 2 maze, 3 guidance, 3 circles, 3 airbounds, 3 spring greens, 3 fates, 3 whisperers, 2 roaches, 3 justices, 3 purgatories, 2 gardeners, 2 beasts, 3 Crystalia Aarons, and 2 Cassios. It's a lot of gold, so it's kind of expensive, but and also this card, like a lot of these cards, are just going out with the next set, so I don't recommend you go out and craft this deck, but if you already have the things to make this deck, it's pretty good.